The data reveals a troubling trend. Between 2016 and 2019 alone, well before the most recent global disruptions, pediatric anxiety diagnoses rose by nearly 30%. If we look back over the last 3 decades, that number has doubled globally. We are biologically wired for this to happen. When a child is in distress, it triggers the parent's amygdala, the brain's built-in watchdog. The adult's nervous system reacts as if there is a physical threat in the room, flooding their body with adrenaline. In an emergency, our instinct is to rescue. We treat a child's emotional panic with the same urgency we would use to pull them away from a fire. This response is known as accommodation. It is the immediate removal of a stressor to soothe a child's discomfort. It's a natural, well-meaning attempt to return the household to a state of happiness. But treating difficult feelings as emergencies prevents children from learning the mechanics of coping. When we eliminate the discomfort, we also eliminate the opportunity for them to realize they can survive it. Consider Sammy, a curious 8-year-old who loved adventure and could explain the intricacies of airport design. Despite his bright personality, he lived with an overwhelming phobia of bees. To stay safe, Sammy followed rigid rules. He stopped eating sweets outside and avoided flowers entirely. Eventually, his fear grew so intense that he refused to leave the house during his family's summer trips to their cabin. His parents tried to help using standard tools, deep breathing and constant reassurance that he wouldn't get stung. When that failed, they began altering their family's life, moving meals indoors and canceling park trips just to keep Sammy calm. These protective actions unintentionally validated Sammy's fear. By treating the outdoors as a place that required constant management, his parents confirmed his belief that the bees were a legitimate emergency. This is the central paradox of childhood anxiety. Shielding a child from their fear only makes the fear grow. Reversing this cycle requires a different approach to how we view bravery. In Minneapolis, pediatric anxiety expert Kathryn Hecht works with families to break this cycle. Her practice focuses on moving parents away from prioritizing a child's immediate comfort and toward building their long-term confidence. This shift relies on a specific intersection. Anxiety plus bravery equals confidence. In the world of inhibitory learning, anxiety isn't a problem to be solved. It's the necessary catalyst. The brain only rewires itself and learns that a situation is safe when it experiences that safety while the fear is actually present. True confidence isn't the absence of fear, it's the result of handling it. A child only learns they can manage a difficult situation by staying in it until the panic subsides. For Sammy, the process began by intentionally creating opportunities for him to feel anxious. His parents stopped avoiding the triggers and resumed their normal outdoor activities, like walking to get ice cream. His parents then modeled the bravery they wanted him to show. They didn't force Sammy to join them, but they sat on the deck and ate watermelon despite the presence of wasps, demonstrating with their own calm presence that the environment was manageable. This method involves breaking the fear down into a series of manageable steps, often called a bravery ladder. Sammy started by looking at photos of bees, then videos, and eventually sat with a dead bee in a jar. The final step was facing real bees outdoors. For every brave action he took, Sammy earned points that he could later exchange for tangible rewards, like a trip to a favorite restaurant. Through this structured practice, bravery becomes a measurable skill rather than an innate trait. It is something Sammy built, one step at a time. The boy who once couldn't step onto his own deck eventually reached a point where he could confidently walk outside and enjoy an apple, unbothered by the world around him. This process instills a sense of handleability, a deep, permanent belief that I can manage this. It's the realization that while you can't control the environment, you can control your response to it. When a child proves they can manage a physical phobia, they begin to rewrite their internal limits. They start to ask, what else am I capable of? This shift in perspective is what leads a student to raise their hand in class or step onto a stage, because they no longer view discomfort as a reason to stop. This resilience is more necessary than ever. Our children are inheriting a world of complex global disruptions and deep uncertainty that cannot be solved by avoiding what is difficult. Parenting for confidence prepares children for a difficult world by equipping them with the courage to navigate and change it. Our goal is to ensure that when they face the unknown, they know they have the strength to handle it.